Yes, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yes, am I audible to you? Yes, Preeti, good morning. Yes, Bhanupriya, good morning. Vasudev, good morning. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Okay. Yes, Ashwini, good morning. Okay. Am I audible to all of you? Good. Before asking the question, Preeti gave me the answer. Yes. Yes, Kankan, good morning. Yes, this is all about me, as some of you quite know me very well. Those who are new here, my name is Harshvardhan Singh, and on this platform, I'm going to teach you history, all the aspects of history, including optional, international relation, and economics. Those who haven't taken subscription, please take subscription of Unacademy. It will be beneficial for you. We have all the options, as you can see: 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and we provide the plus and iconic subscription. So whenever you want to take subscription, please use this code. You will get 10% discount, Harshvi10. Okay. And as you know that it is one of the best platform available in India, which provide the guidance for civil services examination. So now we are going to start a most important topic and which changed the course of history, that is related to withdrawal of national borders, that is unification of Germany, unification of Italy. Both the unification are historical event and which intensified the movement of nationalism, means the formation of country on the basis of language, ethnicity, or anything. This concept of nationalism intensified with the unification of Germany and Italy. These both unification was basically a most difficult task. And as compared to Germany, Italy is considered as impossible. Yes, I am going to tell you what, why, and how. How it was impossible. So Germany, as some of you quite aware of this name, Germany, the country Germany. Why? Because of one factor, Hitler. Everybody knows this country because of Hitler. Again, World War First, World War Second. Other than these two aspects, Germany is very well known in economics term for automobile sector. Yes, most of the cars are basically belongs to Germany. One is Volkswagen, another is BMW, Mercedes, Benz. Basically, Germany is considered as a engine of Europe, So you can consider how Germany is important. But one more thing, it's quite surprising that till 1870 71 there was no country known as Germany. Means pre 1817 there was no existence of Germany as a nation state. So suddenly just in 1870 one magical chant was there, and with that chant creation of Germany. Is that the case? Recently you saw Ramayana and all, maybe you have that influence that with a magical chant you can create anything. Is that the case? No. So when, as I mentioned, till 1870-71 there was a new country known as Germany, then how this country emerged? How this country suddenly emerged? And that's why we have to learn unification of Germany, what exactly it was. So before telling you this example of German unification, let me explain with help of an Indian example. Maybe you can relate yourself with that example, and you will get to know what exactly the situation was. And I told you earlier that India is full of examples. In our country, you will get all the examples of the world. Clear? Yes, fingerstyle guitarist. Oh my God, what's the name? Prussia. Yes. So let me explain how this Germany comes into reality. So with the Indian example, I'm going to explain, and it is always there. As you know that a very famous movement in the India after independence, that is a movement for state formation on the basis of language, that is linguistic state formation. Clear? This was the most popular demand after independence. There were several committees and all and all. And finally, the most important obstacle in that, and these two states creates a huge uproar, and finally these states came into existence into 1960. One was one is Maharashtra, other is Gujarat. Clear? So let's take example of Maharashtra as so as I mentioned here as I'm mentioning here in the Indian context till 1960. In 1960 Maharashtra formed. But before 1960 we do not get any reference of Maharashtra in terms of political identity. Clear? So how suddenly it emerged? How suddenly it emerged? Pre 1960 Maharashtra was not a political identity, but it was a geographical area. Before 1960 it was a geographical area. And what it symbolized? An area where people used to speak Marathi. Clear? A geographical area where people used to speak Marathi. So what exactly before 1960? So as you know that this Marathi speaking area was divided into several areas. For example, Central Province, then Bombay Presidency, yes, and Hyderabad, yes. So this Marathi speaking area was basically divided into Central Province, Bombay Presidency, and Hyderabad native state. Majorly I am talking about. Clear? So this geographical area was known as Maharashtra. Clear? Where Marathi speaks. Clear? Okay. Now what happened? As we know that after independence this movement was so intensified, that is creation of state on the basis of language. And Maharashtra and Gujarat, these two states, after 1956 they didn't get opportunity to form a state on the basis of language. So that's why these two states protested in the form of movement. Maharashtrian movement was known as Sanyukta Maharashtra movement, and Gujarat movement is known as Mahagujarat Parishad. Clear? So these two movements were so intensified. So basically, how it started. So if you want to go through in details, then you will get to know in very simple word. As in medieval India, you have a chapter known as Bhakti Moment. Those who have read, it's good for them. Those who haven't read, no worries, because this chapter is not for your reading. Yes, and those who haven't touched the medieval India NCERT, best for them. All the best for you. Clear? So those who read it, I just want to explain this thing to them. Bhakti movement. In this Bhakti movement, several branches of Bhakti movements are there, Nathpanthis and all and all. Here, the one branch is there, known as Maharashtra Dharma. Clear? This Maharashtra Dharma, this or the what we can say achievement of this Maharashtra Dharma. Maharashtra Dharma, the saints belongs to Maharashtra Dharma, various from Gyaneshwar till Tukaram. They all talk about unity among Maharashtrian people. Yes, all the saints talked about unity among the Maharashtrian people, and all the saints of Maharashtra Dharma uses Marathi as their language to propagate Kankan Jana said Bhakti originated in South India. I am explaining how any political movements get shaped. So please focus here. We are not here to discuss the Bhakti movement and all, where it originated and all. Yes, I know that I am a history teacher. So please. So in the Bhakti movement, you will get the different aspect. One aspect is basically Maharashtra Dharma, where the saints they emphasize on unity among Maharashtrian people, and whatever the message they spread into society in the form of Marathi language, their text and literature in the form of Marathi. So this cultural movement, Bhakti movement, was basically cultural movement that developed an idea of among the people. Oneness among the people, though we are divided by political identity. In the medieval time, it was there. Some part was under Mughal, some part was under Nizam, some part was under independent state, some part was under Marathas. So it was divided at that time. But one thing was very common, that is language. The message given in the form of that language was very common, and it created oneness among the people. We are divided by the states, but united by the language. And this oneness is important for nation building. Clear? So this was the initial moment where the awakening of the people and created a unity among them, just because language always played an important role. So it happened there. Clear? So this is a first point in that. This is the first point that we are talking about. First, we are talking about Maharashtra, and then I am going to explain the Germany. So don't get confused. So first, cultural movement was there in the form of Bhakti movement. It creates awareness among the masses and oneness. Clear? Second, this movement, this cultural movement in modern times gets the shape of literary festivals. साहित्य सम्मेलन जिसे कहते हैं, लिटरेरी फेस्टिवल. These literary festivals also played an important because every year they organize this festival on different areas where people used to speak Marathi. Okay? So this basically this literature and all, they also have the same aspect, that is creation of awareness, creation of oneness among the people. Still they are divided into several states. Now what happened? This literary festival, it acted as a political platform. This literary festival acted as a political platform, and after independence, as you know that there is a demand of states based on language. This literary festival, their platform act as a political platform. As oneness was already developed, unity was already developed, now the political unity was required, and they acted as a political platform, and this political platform conceived the idea, and that idea was led to Sanyukta Maharashtra movement. This Sanyukta Maharashtra movement was a backbone of states' demand based on language, and this Sanyukta Maharashtra movement that leads to formation of Maharashtra in 1960. So what I want to tell you, that any movement of nation state is never going to start as a political movement. It should have some background, and that background is basically of cultural movement. Cultural movement creates a unity among the people. Means if I'm asking you, let's have a nation. Let's have a nation. So you're going to ask me, why? What's the relation between me and you? When you're talking about nation state concept, this aspect is important, unity, and unity is belongs to oneness among the people. If people are not thinking that they are one, then how it is possible to form unity? And if there is no unity, how can you ask for nation state? Clear? So which creates unity? Cultural movement always created awareness among the people, and that leads to the unity among the masses. Though they are separated politically, but culturally they are united, and they required one movement which support the integration in political means. They required that. Clear? So is it clear how the cultural movements always played a role, and this cultural movement later on gets converted into political movement, and that leads to formation of any nation state? Clear this point? Yes, everyone? Is that clear to you? Okay, now here we mention that Germany, as I mentioned, till 18th century there was no area known as Germany. What exactly the Germany was at that time? Germany was basically divided into more than 200 states. But before that, with the beginning of 18th century, there was a beginning of cultural movement in the form of literature, in the form of music, in the form of literature, in the form of music, in the form of drama, and all. Clear? So this literature, music, drama, they created awareness among the people. They created awareness among the people related to Germany. Related to Germany. Germany means the land belongs to German. German speaking people. So this cultural movement created a unity among them, unity among the people, and this unity leads to oneness among them. Okay. So unification of Germany started as a cultural movement. It created awareness among the masses and this awareness, their affection towards their language created a unity and this unity leads to oneness. Clear? So beginning of German unification was with the process of cultural movement and culture in the form of literature, music, dance, drama and all. Mhm. Sorry. Sorry. So what was Germany exactly at that time? Germany was divided into, Germany means basically German speaking area was divided into more than 200 states. More than 200 states. The most important areas were basically Austria, Prussia, and part of Holy Roman Empire. A part of Holy Roman Empire. These two were the most important area, that is Austria, Prussia, and Holy Roman Empire, divided into more than 200 states. But this cultural movement created awareness among them related to Germany. Basically, they presented this cultural movement presented an idea Germany. They inculcate that thing into the minds and hearts of the people. What Germany means to you, why Germany is required. Clear? So it was a case. And French Revolution, they presented the idea of liberty, equality, fraternity, and it changed the whole course of in the history. Clear? So this liberty gives birth to nationalism. As how it is so, in the last lecture only we mentioned offshoot of liberty is nationalism. Liberty, what it means? Liberty means freedom. Freedom from whom? Outsiders. Freedom from whom? Outsider. Then you have to find outsider. So for them, Austria was outsider. Other native state is outsider. Okay. So after end of Austria, what they want to form? They want to form nation. Clear? So how offshoot of liberty is nationalism? Clear to everyone? Good. So as we mentioned here that with the French Revolution, the liberty, equality and fraternity, this changed everything. And these three gave birth to rise of Napoleon. And you know that Napoleon is was an ambitious person. He wants to rule the world, and for that he started expanding his empire. And the very best example, as I mentioned, as you some of you quite remember this thing, 1806, 1807, we mentioned about the Berlin Decree. We mentioned about Milan Decree at that time, and at that time I reminded you the same thing. Berlin, it is in Germany, so German speaking area was under Hitler, Napoleon. Milan, it is in Italy, this Italian speaking area. So it shows that Napoleonic Empire, expansion of Napoleonic Empire. Here, what Napoleon, as Napoleon is well known in the history for two reasons, as I mentioned. It's just like Shaktiman, Gangadhari Shaktiman. It's the same. Napoleon, well known in the history as a able military general as well as he is a able administrator. Most of the things discovered during the time of Napoleon we followed, and the very best example of it is SI unit. SI unit, आपने कभी सुना होगा ना? A weight and measurement system, that is kg, kilometer, meter. This all is all SI units. So it developed during the time of Napoleon. Okay, so you can understand how able administrator he was. So when he entered into that area, he found out that 200 states, Germany was divided into more than 200 states, as I mentioned, more than 200 states. And he was an administrator, reformer. So of course, what he is going to do? He is going to introduce administrative reforms. And what he did? He reduced the number of states from 200 to 39. Common sense. If you are having common sense, then please tell me which one is best to administer, 200 states or 39 states. Which is better for administration, 200 states or 39? Yes, everyone. As I said, common sense. Good. Samir said 39. Of course, 39 states are more convenient to handle than 200 states. It's just like handling 39 people than 200 people. Yes, exactly. Nilesh, Priti, Ashwini, exactly. He was a reformer, so he did that. He did that. So when he reduced the number of states, there should be some implication of it. And the first implication of it, political integration. Political integration. How it is so? Just imagine 39 states only. So more politically integrated these states. Second, destroy the old social structure. And you know that Napoleon, when Napoleon is going to enter into area, what he is going to do? He is not going to allow liberty, but he is going to allow equality. He is going to allow fraternity, and the old social structure. The old social structure is based on privileges. So definitely he is going to end that. Along with that, I mentioned in the first lecture only pillars of ancient regime. Pillars of ancient regime. In that we mentioned three basic pillars of ancient regime. Absolute monarchy, institution of nobility, and agrarian economy. And you know that he is a modern man. Napoleon is a modern man in this context, so he is definitely going to end all these things. He is going to end absolute monarchy, institution of nobility, and agrarian economy. So, what exactly happened? Because of Napoleonic invasion, he did the political and social integration of social and political integration of Germany. Clear? Political and social integration of Germany. But at the same time, it arose German nationalism. How? At the same time, he arose German nationalism. So it is said in the history that Napoleon laid the foundation of unification of Germany as well as unification of Italy. And so great person he was, he himself, though he was emperor, still he laid the foundation. No? What a great man. Do you really think so? He did it purposely? Do you really think so that Napoleon laid the foundation of Germany and Italy purposely. His intention was to form a Germany, his intention was to form a Italy as a nation state. As an emperor, just think about it. Yes, what do you think? Yes, Samit said no. It was the consequences of it. Preeti said no. His intention was not there. Of course. How can anybody wants to destroy his own dream? He wants to be emperor. He wants to control everything. So basically, his intention was not at all to form Germany or Italy and all. He doesn't want to provoke them. But what happened when Napoleon entered into area? He promoted equality. He promoted fraternity. Rejected liberty. But it doesn't mean that people are not getting the what liberty means. He is not going to provide liberty, but people knew what liberty means. Liberty means freedom, and right now, what they want? Freedom from whom? Napoleon, outsider. And who is outsider? Napoleon is outsider. Clear? And what after Napoleon? They want to form Germany as a nation state. Clear? So, unintentionally, it arose the German nationalism. Clear? Clear to everyone? Clear this? And one more thing. With this Napoleon invasion, it's the end of Holy Roman Empire. It's the end of Holy Roman Empire and formation of Diet. Diet. Do not get confused. That is different. This is different. That you are not going to follow. This you have to follow. Because Diet was a kind of parliament. That was a kind of parliament. After end of after end of Holy Roman Empire reduced the number of states to 39, and Diet was a kind of parliamentary body which regulates the affair of these 39 states. Okay, so till this point, is there any confusion, any doubt? Yes, everyone, is there any confusion, any doubt? Yes, everyone. Clear, no doubt at all. Very good. All are smart. No confusion. See, such a talented people are. Gosh, if I was like you. It's okay, no problem. As I am happy by seeing all of you are so intelligent. No confusion. Very good. Next. Now, what happened? We are going to discuss the unification of Germany from 1815. to the other aspect of it. Yes, Ashwini asked a very good question. In the diet, there was elected representative or selected? Guess. Yes, Ashwini, guess. What do you think? Yes, this question is open for all. What do you think? In the diet, the members are elected or selected? Of course, selected. Why you are so taking democracy granted? Democracy is not given at, means we didn't get it at free of cost. We strive for it. So of course at that time there was no such a concept of democracy. Even if you read the world history, you will get to know that Germany gets democracy after First World War. Clear? Yes, exactly. It was selected only, means nominated, selected. Common people doesn't have any role to play in that. But as you are living in democratic country, you always have this confusion that democracy is free of cost. Yes, you have to skip the voting. That's it. That's the contribution we have to do in our democracy. Okay. So unification of Germany and Vienna Order. This is the case. As you know that in 1815 Battle of Waterloo, and with this Battle of Waterloo, end of Napoleon. Clear? After end of Napoleon, you know that there was a Vienna Order, and we already discussed the three basic principles of Vienna Order. I'm going to repeat again and again so that you will get to know exactly. BOP, legitimate rule, and rewarding victors. Clear? In the last lecture also we discussed this thing. So this is the case, but right now we are interested more in Vienna Order regarding Germany. So Vienna Order for Germany. Vienna Order, as we mentioned earlier, it is of conservative in nature. And you know that who was the architect of it? Metternich. And Metternich was basically out and out conservative, means anti idea. He was anti idea, anti modern idea. Whatever you are going to show him, this is new, he said, then no, I don't want. He was like the same uncle who is always angry in the wedding ceremony. He was the same person. Anti. Clear? So Vienna Order for Germany is basically whatever the changes introduced by French Revolution or Napoleon, it reverse everything. Means the basic changes. I just want to explain once again here what changes we mention about the political integration. We mention about the social integration. So what about this? End of it. Clear? Political integration ended, social integration ended, liberty was not given. They also continue. Same, equality abolished, fraternity abolished, nationalism suppressed. So whatever the changes you are going to introduce, or whatever the changes introduced by French Revolution or Napoleon, they just reverse it. But here is a but, a big but. But 39 states remains. 39 states remains. Why? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the question for 1 crore rupees. You're welcome here. Tell me, this question can be asked more than 1 crore. Don't worry. Tell me why they failed to reverse it. As you know that Metternich was a conservative. He reversed everything. So why he kept 39 states as it is? Yes, everyone. This question is open for all. So I am expecting answer from all of you. Yes, are you there? Yes, everyone. Are you there? For easy administration, okay. For administrating 39 states was convenient also for them. And these 39 regions have a German speaking people. Okay. Hmm. What about rest? Or whether you choose these two people as a captain? Just lead on behalf of us. Yes, I'm expecting answer from all of you. Come on. Sankalpa, what Sankalpa said, 39 states were easy to administer than 200. Okay. So basically, you are saying it's easy for administration. Clear? So don't you think so? Don't you think so? If 39 states remain as it is, it will boost the confidence of German nationalists. Don't you think so? It will boost the confidence of German nationalists. Don't you think so? It support the idea of German nationalism. Don't you think so? This 39 state leads to unity among the German people. Yes, everyone. More than 200 is equal to disunity, but 39 more unity. Don't you think so? Samir said they were now familiar with the idea of togetherness and departing them would lead to chaos, and keeping them is also the chaos. Why? Because unity, this unity among the people is going to hurt the idea of Vienna arrangement. Clear? So if you're going to keep it as it is, it creates a unity, and unity is a dangerous for Vienna order. Don't you think so? It means these 39 people, 39 states, the population of this 39 state can consider like this. They change everything, but they can't change our status. Why? Because we are united. Metternich feared. Metternich having fear of our unity. Maybe such kind of things comes into their mind. Okay. So the answer is very simple. As you mentioned, it's easy for administration. That's okay. They are not at all interested. Means basically Vienna order is not at all interested in easy administration and all. But why they kept as it is? Very simple reason, because if they want to reverse it to more than 200 states, it will lead to chaos. And what type of chaos? Because no proper border, no proper borders were there. When they rule, they always have this problem, that is border problem. They always have. Now these 39 states are properly demarcated. Something is wrong. They are properly demarcated. Yes, proper division is there. Okay, this is kind of division was there in each of us. But here, no proper demarcation. Yes, properly demarcated. There was proper demarcation. But if they are going to reverse it, they don't have a proper demarcation. And if they don't have proper demarcation, they are going to fight with each other over the border issue. And he was a Metternich, he was busy, he has to handle whole Europe. And if these 200 states are continuously fighting with each other, don't you think so it will act as a headache for Metternich? So to avoid this chaos, they kept it as it is. What Sankalpa said, and all the 39 states were ruled by the princes who were more interested in themselves. Don't judge them. They are selfish. Clear? So everyone, whether it is clear why they kept 39 states as it is, because previous states, this 200 states, were not properly demarcated. They don't have exact border. They were having issues with themselves. And once, if Vienna order is going to reverse that thing, definitely it leads to the chaos. It leads to the fight among these 200 states over the border issue, and Metternich was not at all interested in that issue. He doesn't want to indulge himself into that madness. So that's why, to avoid it, they kept 39 states as it is. Is that clear to everyone? Everyone, is that clear? Next point is formation of German Bund, and now Diet is abolished. Sorry, not here, not here. So 39 stayed as it is and became a part of German Bund. German Bund means states which speak German as language. It is a group of these 39 states, so known as German Bund. Clear, everyone? Okay, very good. Next, as here we can see, Vienna Order reversed everything, but they kept 39 states as it is. So it is a kind of unity among these states. Cultural awareness created the idea of oneness, as 39 states are associated with each other. A kind of political unity was among them, and this was a period when the winds of coal and iron was blowing over European continent. Coal and iron, what it symbolized, coal and iron. Yes, what it symbolized, coal and iron. Yes, of course, industries. Yes, very good. Why? Because these are the two essential ingredients of industry. Without coal and iron, development of industry is not possible. Yes. So, as you know that, as you know that very well, that in Britain the industrial revolution was already taken place. In the France also industrial revolution has taken place during the time of Napoleon. So in this area the same wind was blowing, and now this 39 states wants to take advantage of this industrialization. Clear? And that's why this forces of coal and iron was blowing, and that leads to the industrialization into North German speaking area. Industrialization into North German speaking area. But at the same time, I mentioned, if you want to develop industries, what you want? Finances. And it's not possible for individuals to finance huge amount of money. So that's why what required? Banking sector. So the development of banking sector during this time. And you know what? World's most old modern banking system developed here in this area, as the one of whatever the means international banks, you know that most of the banks are developed during this time. Okay, and Germans, basically Jews, are having that banking sector. Next, as you know that industry is there, banking is there, so bank provided finance to industry. And suppose any particular industry failed to get desired output, then there should be another sector, and that is known as insurance. Clear? So with the forces of coal and iron was going on, industrialization, they promoted industrialization along with the development of banking sector as well as insurance sector. So this industrialization created a favorable condition from transformation of feudal society to modern society. Now my question is there, how? I mentioned created favorable condition for transformation of feudal society to modern society, and the next question is how? How? Yes, everyone. How? Ashwini said industries and banks were developed, so why will anyone to go to feudal lords? Okay. Industries leads to trade, and due to the trade, ideas are exchanged. Okay. Yes. Go on, go on, go on. Tell me the answer. Right or wrong doesn't matter. Right or wrong doesn't matter. Just answer it. Hmm. Think on the basic lines. Basic. If you know the basic, you will get the answer of it. So for that, first you have to know what is feudal society. Then you have to know what is modern society. And then you can compare how it transformed. Yes, Bhanupriya, Preeti, Sankalpa, then Nilesh, Kankan, yes, Vasudev. Yes, I'm expecting answer from all of you. As Sankalpa said, rise of capitalist. Means Sankalpa directly answered rise of capitalist. But my question is very basic. My question is very basic. How the transformation of feudal society to modern society? Yes, exactly. In terms of economy, agrarian economy towards industrial economy. Yes, Preeti, exactly. Why can't you think about why can't you think on this line? Political, social, economic. These are the most important factors. Just think about it. Here we mentioned the socio-political economic factor. Let's take example of the feudal society and let's take example of modern society. In feudal society, economy based on agriculture. Here, economy based on industries. Yes, Samir, exactly. Feudal society depends on agrarian economy, modern society based on industrialist. So that's why you have to think. It should not be the case just directly declaring the rise of capitalist and all. Still, there is no scope for rise of capitalists. Now there is a rise of bourgeois only, and these bourgeois later gets converted into capitalists. Society, society. What exactly? Here, the privilege-based society, and privileges was based on birth. So, do you really think so? The industries, in the industries, privileges are there? No. Then equality-based society is established. That is the difference. Economically, agrarian economy to modern industries, privilege-based society based on birth to equality-based society, and in political leadership provided by feudal lords, that is nobles. And now, who is going to lead the society? Bourgeois. Is that clear? Yes, everyone. Is that clear to all of you? And rise of bourgeois. How rise of bourgeois? Because it is the age of industrialization. It is the age of industrialization, and who is going to play important role? Who is going to play important role? Only bourgeois. Only bourgeois can play. How? Do you really think so? Any feudal lord is going to work in factory? Yes. Do you really think so that any feudal law is going to work in the factory? He is going to do hard work. Of course not. He doesn't have that experience. And this feudal lord, feudalism, this concept is basically based on land, and land basically agriculture. Now there is no focus on agriculture, so there is no focus on land, so there is no scope for feudal lords. So that's why rise of bourgeois. Bourgeois are going to play an important role in industrialization. And one more thing I just want to remind you again, related to first day of world history. There are many people who text me later after the lecture. They said that, sir, why you're focusing on that too much? I say that it is a foundation. French Revolution is a foundation. If you are not getting what exactly is the thing, then it's not possible for you to understand world history in a better manner. So do you remember one thing? What I mentioned about the bourgeois? Who were the bourgeois? We mentioned bourgeois. Who were they? Doctor, lawyer, engineer, then traders, craftsmen, professor, etc. And I ask you the same question. Have you ever seen any poor doctor, any poor lawyer? Means the lawyer who is not in a position to meet his day-to-day expenditure. No. Have you? Sorry, this is exemption nowadays. Engineers. I'm really sorry for this. What about traders? Rich people. Craftsmen. Rich people. So basically, what I mentioned, they were the professional. They are the intelligence. Have you ever seen any professor a poor person? Of course not. They are professional. They are having money. And as I mentioned, money. They are having money because it is a profitable thing. But what they want status in the society. And why rise of bourgeois class? So of course, because they were having money and they invested in that. Clear? Is that clear to everyone? Yes? Good. Next. Next thing is solvering. Next thing is solvering. As I mentioned, the forces of coal and iron was blowing that led to industrialization. And after industrialization, you know that mass production of finished goods. And when you're going to produce more goods, you have to sell that. And where you are going to sell? You're going to sell that product in the neighboring area. Of course, so these are the 39 states like this. And those who are smart enough, they can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's suppose. Hmm? So do not take everything literally. Suppose these are the 39 states. And if any one state produce any one product, clear? So that product they want to sell from here, they want to sell to here, here, clear? But you know that one more law is there, that is known as custom. Yes, custom law was there, is there, will be there. That means you have to pay tax. You have to pay tax. And every time you have to pay tax on this border, on this border, on this border, you have to pay the tax. So let's take example. If you produce any article and it cost of 10 rupees, so after paying tax, maybe that cost around 11. After paying two taxes, that cost around 13, 14, and finally when it reach here, it cost around 20 rupees. It depends on country to country how much tax they are going to impose on that product. So don't you think so? It's difficult. It's not a tax friendly structure. Don't you think so? This structure is not a tax friendly, because if you are paying taxes on any particular item more than twice, thrice, of course the price of that product is going to increase. And if the prices are increasing like this, what will be the result? It discourages the trade. It discourages the trade. And what's your aim? What's your aim? To boost the trade. To boost the trade. And because of this taxation, it discourages the trade. So that's why these 39 states were thinking on other line, how to boost the trade, how to reduce the taxes, and the resultant of that in the form of Zollverein. What's Zollverein? Zollverein was a custom union. Zollverein was a custom union, and it's there to simplify taxation system. Simplify the custom taxation. It simplified the custom taxation. Clear? Now, the same example is here. If suppose the 39 states are there, this product is manufactured here as 10 rupees, and because of Zollverein, the custom duty is of 1 rupee. So the same product is available everywhere at rupees 11. So it's very easy to sell that product because it is of the same price. You get the same product at the same price in all other places, so it is going to give the boost to that product, and it gives boost to the industrialization. Clear? So Zollverein was a custom union, and the process of Zollverein began in 1819. Prussia took initiative in that. Prussia took initiative, and the culmination of that in 1833 with the formation of Zollverein. Yes. And what exactly it is? What exactly it is? It is an economic step towards the political integration. Means Zollverein is basically economic unification. Economic unification of Germany. Clear? Clear? And this economic unification promoted the other activities like creation of infrastructure like railways, roads, coinage, etc. Clear to everyone? Yes, everyone, is that clear to all of you? Is there any doubt related to Zolverin? Anyone? Is there any doubt? Clear. Very good. No doubt at all. Sometimes I'm really surprised with all of you that even if we are not in a position to build a smart city, but still you all are smart. Before building a smart city, you are too smart. Just imagine whenever we are going to build a smart city, what will be your situation? I can't imagine. You can be called as the smartest at that time. Okay, the next thing, that is unification of Germany and, oh sorry, previous, previous. One more thing I just want to discuss here, and that is related to here 1819. In the 1819 there was a Carlsbad decree. Samir, what you said? Zollverein was for the entire Europe or was particular region. Zollverein was basically related to this area of 39 states. Okay, so Carlsbad decree 1819. What exactly this decree was? It is the name of university. Clear? And the university is basically an area where you can share the modern ideas and nobody is going to judge you. It is an ideal definition. But in recent times, when you are saying something in university campus, you know that leads to many more things in the nights. Okay, so Carlsbad was basically university. In that university, students are active, and as I mentioned in the last lecture only, who are the students? Students are basically torch bearer of new ideas, and these students are basically highly convinced with the idea of Germany. Don't you think so? As you are a student and you are highly fascinated with the idea of becoming IAS, IPS, IFS, IRS. Sorry, most of you never think about the fourth option, but still. So you are highly fascinated because it's a dream. Remember, it's a dream, and when dream is there, you are going to strive for it. You're not going to think how much efforts you have to take. And this is, I'm telling, for the serious candidate. For those who are in UPSC tourism, yes, you can attend the classes, you can have a fun of the books and all, and you may settle in any other area. But I'm talking about the serious candidate. They are not at all thinking about how much they have to take efforts. They are ready to do that much efforts. Clear? So it's because of dream. The same thing, the students are highly fascinated with the idea of Germany, and they convinced the idea of Germany and they started propagating this idea They started propagating this idea among the society, among the people. Clear? Among the society, among the people. Means basically, when they said about, no, we have to form Germany at any cost. And at that time in 1815, 1819, do you really think so? Germany was in any form? No. It was just an idea. In 1819, Germany was just an idea. And this idea was basically, means these students want to inculcate this idea into the minds and hearts of German people. So suppose if the students are going to tell the people, we have to form Germany. Don't you think so? Common people are going to ask the question, okay, Germany. So whether after forming Germany, whether my condition is going to change or not? Maybe this kind of question they can ask. Along with that, they can also ask the question, what's the benefits for me to become a part of Germany? Okay? So such type of common question people are going to ask them. And these people are the learned one. They promoted that thing, what Germany means to you, what the things are going to change after formation of Germany. Clear? So that's why Metternich system was against it. Metternich system, as I mentioned, he was an anti-person, anti-modern idea. So what he did, he that Metternich system pursued the policy of suppression of nationalistic idea, and the Karlsbad decree was one among them. This Karlsbad decree mentioned that if any student is going to participate in nationalism or nationalistic activities, then suppress that movement. And this barred the student barred the student to take part in any such thing. Clear? So what is basically Carlsbad degree? It is the university's announcement to suppress the student movement. It is the university's move to suppress student movement. And why it is so? To stop the spread of nationalistic idea among the common people. Clear, everyone? Good. Next. So, Unification of Germany and Revolution of 1848. As you get the reference of this R1, R2, R3 many times. Many times you're getting the reference. So what happened with this unification process, the revolution of 1848, you know that what happened? That is end of Metternich system. Yes, end of Metternich system. This revolution of 1848. As here in 1848 was also the situation, Germany culturally united, economically united, and as I mentioned, rise of bourgeois here, and bourgeois were liberals. Yes, bourgeois were liberal. How? They supported modern ideas. They promoted democracy. They promoted secularism. Yes. So cultural unity was there. Economic unity was established to Zollverein, and rise of bourgeois. We mentioned rise of bourgeois. That means rise of liberals, rise of liberal idea. So with the fall of Metternich system, these all led to one thing, and that is known as establishment of German National Assembly. Establishment of German National Assembly. And before that, what they did, they abolished the Diet. As I mentioned, what Diet was? Diet was a kind of parliamentary system, and the word when kind of, it doesn't mean elected representative. It means selected people. So when this liberal led the movement, when this bourgeois led the movement, they abolished the Diet, and the people from these 39 states formed German National Assembly, and this is popularly known as Frankfurt Parliament. Frankfurt Parliament. Now it is an elected body. It is an elected body. Frankfurt Parliament. Clear? So when the people gather together, as these are the liberals, they are highly guided by the new ideas. They are the people highly guided by the new ideas, and that's why they want to take a shift from old to new. So because of that reason, they started drafting a new constitution. They started to drafting a new constitution. And who are liberals? Liberals are basically the bourgeois who led the movement, and that movement led to end of that drafting a new constitution. Clear? So my basic question to all of you: when bourgeois are going to draft a constitution, what type of constitution you are going to expect from it? I'm going to give you the options. I'm going to give you the options like constitutional monarchy, republic, or dictator form of government. Yes, everyone. Please let me know. Constitutional monarchy. Yes, because we already discussed why it is so. Because in the constitutional monarchy, head of the state is basically de jure. Yes, exactly. All are smart enough. Very good. And parliament is de facto. So they want to take control of everything. It is written there, I know, but I am asking this question. It's just because I already explained why liberals, bourgeois wants it. Because same reason, they want to control it. Clear? They want to control it. In republic, it is not, Samir. Leftists want republic, it is not at all the case. In the republic, what exactly it is? In republic means everybody gets chance. It is rule of people. And what is constitutional monarchy? It is a rule of selected people. Clear? That's the difference. In constitutional monarchy, basically at that time I'm mentioning constitutional monarchy, rule of selected people at that time. Now the concept changes of democracy, and republic means everybody gets a right. Everybody gets. Clear? So that's why they don't want, liberals and bourgeois doesn't want to share their power with the common people. Okay. So it is the case. So they drafted a new constitution, and after that new constitution they tried to unify Germany from below. They tried to unify Germany from below. What exactly this is? unity from below. Yes, what exactly this concept is? Unify Germany from below. That means unification from below. So the common people, okay. Samir, don't you think it's oxymoron that on one side you are saying they are liberals, means basically bourgeois, and on another side you are talking about they are thinking about common people. Very good, common masses. That's the problem with all of you. Most of you are too much democratic. So you're talking about people, right of citizen, everything. So you are not thinking on rational line. Just think about at that time. Do you really think so common man as having any voice to say? So now I'm not saying you're absolutely wrong, but I'm saying you're not absolutely correct. Just think about it. They attempt to unify Germany from below. What do you think? Yes, so what is unification from below and unification from above? I'm going to explain right now. Okay, attempt to unify Germany from below means what exactly here? Here, in this case, I'm talking about, as you know that these are the 39 states divided among, means this is the German speaking area divided among 39 states. What they want? They want to shed the borders between that, means exactly they want to dissolve their identity by their own and formation of Germany. Formation of Germany means, as whatever you said, that people's participation mass movement, no, it was not yet basically liberals, this one country, two, three, four, five, six, seven country, they decided to form an agreement, okay, we all are equal, and that leads to formation of Germany. Clear? These 39 states, they agreed with each other that we have to form a Germany. It is basically a concept here of confederation, and it means that lose unity. Yes, it is basically, yes, whatever Samir, Ashwini, and others said that it's exactly this is, but not a common masses. It's basically the liberals, the common people, they thought to integrate themselves just for common purpose. So formation of Germany, clear? Because of some reason, and that reason is the idea of Germany. So these people gathered together and formed a Germany. They lost their individual identity. They decided to left that identity and accept the identity of Germany. Clear? Clear to everyone? So it is a kind of confederation. For some purpose, they became the part of one union. So it is a kind of loose unity. How it is? So I'm going to explain. So is that clear? What is uh, unification from below? Unification from below is like this. These people, they think, and formation of Germany. Unification from top means basically one country is going to dictate others and ask them to form a part of Germany. That is unification. Okay. Now let me explain with help of another thing. As they tried attempt to unify Germany from below, and for that reason the establishment of constitutional monarchy. Wait, Ashwini, I am going to explain it very well, and then you will get to know. Establishment of constitutional monarchy. Yes, because liberals are there, they want king to be puppet in the hands of parliament. And they offered Prussian king to be head of state. As I mentioned that Prussia is also German speaking area and rest these 39 states were there. Clear? So these states were small as compared to Prussia. So when they formed unification from below and they said that okay, it will be the case, we are going to form Germany and Prussian king, here is Prussian king to be a German monarch. They offered Prussian king to be head of the state, and Prussian king was so happy that he was very eager to accept that position. He was very eager to accept that position, but here what we mentioned, later he refused. Later he refused. Why exactly? As I mentioned, he was ready to accept that position and later he refused because of one person. This person was against the idea from unification from below. This person was against the idea of unification from below. What he said that now these forces are joined together with one purpose. But what if there will be any disagreement among themselves? Don't you think so? They are going to separate themselves. And whenever they are going to separate themselves, it will act as a weak Germany. Clear? He said that right now they are highly influenced with the idea of unification. So that's why they dissolved all their disputes and all and they become a part of union. But if somehow in future somehow if the problem develop or economic interest or anything, these people are going to separate themselves. They can secede from this union and finally it will lead to weak Germany. He said that I don't want weak Germany. I want a strong Germany which could play important role in international affairs. Germany could lead the world. So my idea is very clear and what he said, I want Prussianization of Germany. I want Prussianization of Germany and not Germanization of Russia. I want Prussianization of Germany, not Germanization of Prussia. He said that though this throne of king, whatever this offer is, though this throne of king is lucrative, but you have to pay cost of it. That means you have to melt your own throne to sit to that chair. When he said that what I want Prussianization of Germany, that means Prussian king should be the German monarch. Prussian chancellor become German chancellor. So his idea was very clear. He said that I want unification, but Unification from above, not from below. Unification from top. And in that unification, Prussia should play important role. Clear? And unification of Germany is possible only through unification from above, and through this can be possible only through policy of blood and iron. And policy of blood and iron symbolize war, meant to subdue and grab it. And the name of the very famous person was Bismarck. Yes, name of the person was Bismarck. His idea was very clear. What he want? Prussianization of Germany, not Germanization of Prussia. What exactly the two concepts? I just want to explain both the concepts. First, I'm going to mention Germanization of Prussia. Yes, first concept, Germanization of Prussia. What exactly? Prussia is one country. All other countries are with them. They are going to combine themselves, agree on one term, and that leads to Germany. Yes, Prussianization of Germany. Sorry, Germanization of Prussia means Prussia is there, the rest countries are here, they all agree with the some terms and condition, and finally that leads to formation of Germany. And what is Prussianization of Germany? Here is Prussia, here is other states. By capturing this is Prussia. By capturing this, this is Prussia. By capturing the other state, Prussia. And after capturing everything, just rename Germany. Just rename it Germany. Clear? So that is the Prussianization of Germany. That means Prussia to play an important role, Prussia to grab all the state, and after grabbing all the state, that area should be renamed as Germany, and Prussian king should be German monarch, or we can say the Prussian king become a German monarch, and Prussian chancellor became the German chancellor. That is Prussianization. And this is the which approach? Which approach? Unification from top. Unification from top. And what was this approach? Unification from below. Is that clear? Yes, is that clear to everyone? Yes, everyone, is that clear? Yes, everyone, is that clear? Yes. One more statement, it's a very famous statement of Bismarck, that is, none of the problem in the world solved through debate and discussion, or the great problems in the world not just solved by debate and discussion, it's solved only through the policy of blood and iron. He was very clear that war is the solution of it. And Bismarck was very shrewd, a diplomat, and Bismarck was, people used to consider any great man as a master. People used to consider any person as a master, but when I read Bismarck, I felt that person. For me, Bismarck was university, which designed the syllabus for masters. Bismarck was the person who designed the syllabus for master. At the same time, we can mention he was basically the person who write the rules of the game. Players think that they are playing their best. No, Bismarck asked them to play, and you will get to know the references of it time by time. He designed everything. He designed everything in such a manner that others, the opponents, they were thinking that time that they took initiative. No, Bismarck forced them to take initiative. That was a Bismarck. That was a Bismarck. He was so sharp, so shrewd at the time. He was the most important person. He dominated the world. And yes, one more thing. As you know that Metternich was overthrown after the fall of Metternich system. Bismarck gave resignation from his office. Not just resignation, we can mention Bismarck retired from his office. He said that I'm bored now. He said that I'm bored now because from 1848 till 1890 he dominated the world. In 1819 he retired from his office. Clear? So you can imagine how powerful that person was, Bismarck. And it is said that in history it is a question as well. A responsibility of Bismarck for World War First. As you know that World War First was fought in 1914 and Bismarck retired from his office in 1990. So just imagine, around 25 years later, one event happened and still in history we consider responsibility of Bismarck for the First World War. Clear? So this is Bismarck. I just gave you a brief trailer of Bismarck. Now we are going to discuss what Bismarck was, how he was different from other, and how he was having deep impact over the world affairs. Clear? So is there any question, any doubt? Yes, everyone, is there any question, any doubt? Yes, is there any question, any doubt? Yes, everyone, any question, any doubt? Clear to everyone? Okay, I hope you don't have any doubt in that. So in the next lecture, we are going to discuss the Bismarck's policy of blood and iron. So that's all for this lecture. Thank you very much for your valuable time. Thank you very much. And those who want to join me, they can join me on this address. Unacademy underscores Harshv10. This is my Telegram address. You can join me there. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you very much for your valuable time. Have a good day.